Okay. Public stream test time. Let's see how this goes. We are going to play some Celeste. And just kind of see if the stream holds up and everything works appropriately. And yeah. Let's get some strawberries. So my plan here, nope, one moment, get some stuff out of the way. All right. So my plan here is to do a bunch of different stuff. I want to do gameplay kind of stuff, gaming stuff. But what I want to do more than that, what I want to do primarily is music and some political stuff, some politics and debate kind of content. The big problem I've had in the past is that is two things. I've tried to use Twitch, which for whatever reason just does not seem to play well with my laptop. But the other problem was that I had a much worse laptop. This is a much better laptop than the one I had been using. This one seems to work relatively well, so hopefully this all works. This isn't likely to be, I doubt this particular stream is going to be that entertaining. Like I said, mainly I'm testing out the system. If anybody shows up in chat, I've got basically no one watching right now, of course, because this is my first time doing this. But if anybody shows up in chat, wants to say anything, wants to ask any questions, wants to bring up any contentious topics, we can talk about that. Likely the only people who would be coming by would be people already subscribed to this channel, and that essentially means people who I either know in real life or I know through Discord. And one of the things that I plan to do in the future is something of an interview format kind of show and a politics podcast. And for those two things, I'm hoping to set up later tonight. Oh, gotta run. Squawk. I've got to basically set the system up so that I'm going to set up a server on Discord and get everything set up so that I can do interview format stuff, drag people into the server and make all that work. But that's gonna be later on. Right now we're just making sure that everything's nice and stable and isn't going to, cut out or drop a ton of frames unexpectedly or anything like that. This is Celeste, for anybody who's never seen it. It's an indie platformer from 2018 and it's pretty amazing. I particularly like the soundtrack. But the main feature of it that has drawn so much acclaim is its level design that revolves around a set of fairly simple mechanics that it then sort of finds different ways to make interesting throughout the game. And it has some interesting themes in the story, some stuff dealing with mental illness that I find, I very much personally relate to, and it's just great. So I've decided this is what we're going to do for the next maybe hour or 2 hours, and just kind of see how things go, just kind of see how the stream holds up, and just have some fun with this for a while. Let's see. Not good. So the main move that you have, the like central mechanic of the game is this dash, where when you are in air or on the ground, you can dash in any direction. As you can see, the dash is only functional while your hair is this sort of red color. When you dash, it turns blue. When you land on a solid surface, it turns back to the red color. So you can dash, and there are a couple of other conditions under which you can dash more than once, but primarily that's how it works. And you are climbing this mountain. Those strawberries are purely optional, but we're gonna try to get as many of them as we can, just for the bragging rights. Yeah. So when you grab the strawberries, you have to land for them to actually become yours. Yeah. Zoop. You've also got this wall jump, the wall jump, and a climb. The wall jump is kind of similar to something like Super Meat Boy, maybe something like that. But yeah, that's basically the basics of it. Keep in mind that I am not the best, top tier game player of all time, but I do enjoy it, and this is good. Things seem to be going well so far. Let's see. Last night was I'm just gonna keep talking about random, just whatever. Just so that there's something going on audio-wise, so that I can sort of tell later if I need to adjust the sound levels so that I can be heard more clearly, or so that the game can be heard better. Last night was obviously the South Carolina Democratic primary, and it was pretty much what I expected. It was consistent with the polling. No big surprise. The polling kind of showed that Biden had a pretty substantial lead, and I didn't expect that to change. The response to his victory there there have been a couple of different responses people have had. One is that this has resuscitated his campaign. I don't really see that being the case, because again, it was consistent with polling. The problem with that is that if the rest of the contests are consistent with polling in the way that one was, he doesn't have. There aren't going to be many states that he wins, which for someone like me is good, but I don't think that this is going to have any long-lasting impact on his ability to remain in the race. On the other hand, there's been people talking about what does this mean for Bernie Sanders? Does this indicate some problem? I don't think it does, and the reason for that is that, again, as I said, it's consistent. The results were roughly consistent with the polling, and the polling has Sanders up just by double-digit numbers nationwide, and in a good chunk of the upcoming Super Tuesday races that he's leading in. So it could be the case that changes between now and then, 2 days from now, but I don't think it will. And I think that it's too early to say, but I think things still don't look too terrible. Now, in terms of the idea that this somehow indicates some sort of demographic problem, in the sense that that maybe some people have suggested that this means that Biden has more support in the African American community. That's possible. I think that it's just that state. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. I am kind of anxious to see what happens on Tuesday. I am doing very poorly. This is the part where I realize just how difficult it is to play and talk at the same time. And I get to learn how much I need to develop that skill set. But we'll get there. So far, things seem to be working fine with the stream. I'm not seeing any serious problems. I'm not getting the problems I had with Twitch, where it would drop huge numbers of frames, or simply wouldn't work at all, or just crash out the stream. None of that seems to be happening. So that's a good sign. These diamonds, these floating green diamond things, are one of the ways that you can sort of reset your dash in midair. So you'll see that when I hit it, hair goes back to red, and I can dash a second time. And see, I'm not very good at this. The basic, like I said, the basic level design thing is that it finds different ways to interact with this dash mechanic and the climbing and everything else. I'm gonna go. Now we've got this this guy who is one of the fairly important characters to the rest of the plot. And no, I'm not going to read out all of the dialogue and do voices or anything. Not today, anyway. Just not really feeling up to it. But I will, let the text linger for a bit in case anybody needs, for people who maybe don't read as quickly as I do. Maybe I should move. I think I should probably move this down here, maybe? We'll see how that works. We might move it back. I like the little, formant synth voice noises that play as the text goes by. There are a bunch. There are some games that. Oh, I'm trying to think of the name, which one it is. I've heard games that sort of have individual tiny slices of speech sound files for different letters, so that as the text goes by, you get this vague impression of the character speaking the text. And I like the way that it gives kind of a little life to it with the way that it pitches up and down and sort of is very expressive. Really like that. The art in this game is also very good pixel art. I gotta finish all of the dialogue. Let's see, what else can I talk about so that I'm not just sitting here? Oh, well, that was great. Up, up. Damn. No. I can't believe I did that again. Oh, come on. Okay, now what though? Huh. There we go. There we go. Strawb. Yep, okay, I think I go this way. There we go. Can you even go back that way? I don't... There we go. Okay. Zoop. Let's see what else. It's very relaxing, this game. I like that. As I said, the soundtrack I really enjoy. Hopefully the audio levels are good and you can hear it and everything. Yeah. Ah. Up, up, up. No. Bounce, bounce. Zoop. Oh, come on. Zoop. Is that a warning sign? Looks like a wet floor sign. Whoa, wait, what was that? Oh, I can't go back down. Thought I saw something. There are these sort of dark, distant backgrounds that hopefully are coming through on with the compression and everything. That I always forget to pay attention to. But they're very well done. I don't know how to get past this. I don't remember quite what you're supposed to do here. Not that. There we go. Okay, I got it now. Ooh. Damn it. No, I want the straw. Oh, I can't go back. Gotta remember to get those straws. I don't know how you're actually supposed to get that one, because you have to land to actually get it. How would you do that? I guess you'd have to get on the other side of that. Ah! Yeah, I don't think I did that right. Yeah, that's what you... I think I've got the right idea, but very difficult to execute. Ah, come on. See, I can't just dash back to it because I've only got the one dash. There we go. Okay, come on, come on. Oh, I shouldn't have dashed. I'm getting it. It's happening. We'll do this all day if I have to. That's not true. I'm not going to spend that much time in this one place, but I do want it. Just because I know I can do this. Come on. Yes! Got there. No! Wow, how do you even get over to that one? I don't know how you would do that. Ah, okay. I think I get it. No, I don't know how you're supposed to get up there, though. Unless I can get the dash at just the right spot or something. Ah, I got there. Okay. should really be... This is one thing I'm going to have to learn to do, is talk more, find interesting things to say, because still not used to that, obviously. Gotta get rid of the ums too. Way too many of those. This is why I really want to do some interview format stuff like that, so that it's not just me having to constantly come up with something to say. Because right now, I also gotta make sure my throat's cleared up before I go on these things. Right now it's a little difficult to think of, interesting commentary, but again, practice for eventually being able to do that. Hopefully I can get some debates and stuff lined up. That's what I really want to do, honestly. I want to do that stuff more than the games stuff. For sure, some debate and political stuff. But games are, this is certainly the best way to sort of stress test the setup and make sure it all works properly. I also, obviously, if you were watching, nobody is right now, but if someone were watching, they would see that the quality is not the best. I bought this webcam for $2 at a local thrift store, and currently using the microphone that's just on the laptop. So not the best audio-visual experience, but we'll fix that. That'll come later. Oh. These moving platforms, you can kind of gain momentum off of them. And that's what you gotta do to get up there. Really, oh yeah, the music stuff too. I want to do, songwriting streams. Which, it's gonna require better audio setup, really. I could do it right now, but as I said, the audio just wouldn't be great. Just using the mic on my laptop. It's doable. I might do it later. I might try it out later, see how it works. But we'll get to that at some point. I perished on the climb like 50 times. Well, now. So I'm actually pretty impressed with YouTube's streaming setup. It's a little low, from what I can tell, it's a little lower quality than Twitch, maybe. But I've been going for half an hour now without any serious disruptions. Everything seems to be working properly, so that in and of itself makes it preferable for me for this than Twitch, because that is absolutely not the case with Twitch, or that hasn't been my experience so far. Okay, chapter 1 down. Really? 82 times? Oh, I really want to. Mystical green fire. Whoa! I'd never seen that. Ha! Oh, that's cool, because this is like a dream sequence, and you know how in dreams, like, text doesn't work properly, and digital displays don't work properly? That's really cool. It's really neat. One's a little tricky. Oh, come on. Keep forgetting that I don't have a dash there. Oh, what? Nice. I got a hidden straw. That's a... I really like that effect too of the mystical reversible mirror thing. Yeah, so like I said, it finds different ways to interact with the dash mechanic to produce interesting gameplay scenarios. This is one of them. This is like a, when you dash in the direction of that, I don't know what to call it, like, dot-filled jelly cube. You just continue your momentum in the direction you've dashed in. That's the first kind of modulation to your dash. Oh, I see. That's how you would see that. Okay. What the deal is with those green things? Oh, okay, so you get your dash back when you exit those. That's good to know. Wait. Okay. Okay, I've obviously got to go somewhere else. Oh, I know what to do. I think I know what to do there. Down. Oh, oh, come on. There we go. Got there. Zoop, zoop. Straw. Zoop. No. Got there. There we go. I don't know which way I'm supposed to go now, though. Maybe this way? No, oh, okay, I came that way. It has to be up here somewhere. Probably this way. No? Oh, wow! I didn't realize I had backtracked all the way to here. I got all turned around, I guess. No, wait, that can't be right. That can't be right. Yeah, this is better. This must be it. There we go. I like how the hair drops down outside of the frame when she moves her head there. That's really cool. Chase time. Oh no. Gotta be fast. Jump, jump. I see. Some of these require really precise dashing. Oh, right, okay. Oh. Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get a lot of the chase sequence strawberries, I don't think. That's okay though. Then you're just for brag rides. Oh. Miserable. Ah. That was dumb. Oh, that multiple chase enemies thing can make things hard. Yep. Whoa. And we're back. Oh, look, it's our friend from Seattle. Huh. I don't know why that got me the way it did. That was neat. God, this soundtrack is so good. What? I have a feeling we're gonna run back through here with something chasing us at some point. And there's the phone. Wiggly monster phone. I relate. All right. Well, we're about an hour in, and yeah, things seem to be working pretty much just fine. I'm going to. Ooh, I need to adjust that camera because every time I go like this down here, I end up going out of frame. Oh well, we'll figure that out. But for the time being, I am going to take a break. I'll be back. We'll do this for another half hour or hour. And yeah, to all of the 0 people watching, back in a Okay. Back. Have coffee. Okay. So far everything seems to work very well. I'm pretty impressed, pretty happy with it. Ooh, I didn't fix that camera angle thing there. Yeah, we'll deal with it later. Anyway, let's do this for a little bit longer. That's pretty nice. It's true. Ooh. Got some sort of toxic moldy stuff. Check real quick. Yeah, okay. Audio levels seem maybe right. We'll just have to watch it later and make sure. Whoa. Oh, I see. Where did I go? So this is all new for me. This is the farthest I've ever played into this. this hotel is this hotel's gonna get shut down by the health department. No. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where did I step in there? Suddenly lag. Like, a lot of it. No. That was dumb. Oh, come on. Oh, got there. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That's what those little tentacle things do. So you can't go back. Oh, hey, look at that. actual... Oh, they're gone. Yeah, this game is very difficult. Very difficult. But in kind of a weirdly forgiving way. It's not it's not like overly brutal. It doesn't penalize you too much. When you die, you go back to basically the start of the screen you're on, so you never lose that much progress. And so each screen is kind of like a little learning experience. You just sort of learn how to get past it. So, yeah, I know. I can imagine. Oh, just wait. I'm gonna, at some point, I'm gonna play a game called Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, and that is likely to make me rage out pretty hard, because that's what it's designed to do. It's also about climbing a mountain, but whereas this, as I said, is fairly forgiving. When you die, you go back to the start of the screen. In that, it's much more brutal, and there's potential for you to fall all the way back to the beginning of the game if you don't do things right. Up. Yeah. Oh yeah. You might. I imagine you would have it. I tried playing it one time and I got reasonably far into it, and then I fell all the way back to the start, and just kind of stopped there. But hey, as you can see, this seems to be working reasonably well. I wish that I could get the video quality to be a little better than it is, but for now, this seems to be working fine. But yeah, and now that someone has shown up, I can tell that the chat seems to be working fine. Everything seems to be working reasonably well. Oh yeah, I still need to watch that. I've seen that there's the Bennett Foddy Tim Rogers stream, but I haven't actually watched it yet. I don't trust Ghost Concierge. Don't trust ghosts. That's good advice. Okay, so... Yeah. So, basically the way that this works, because you just showed up, you've got this dash move, and when you dash, your hair turns blue, and then you can't dash. You can only dash when your hair is red. And that diamond, that green diamond there, turns your hair back red so you can dash a second time. And basically the level design just kind of plays around with the idea of that dash mechanic in very interesting ways. Oh, the soundtrack to this game is amazing. I love this soundtrack. And yeah, it's on Switch. You should definitely check it out if this looks interesting. Also, Devil May Cry 3 came out on Switch. Highly recommend that. Very, very much. So yeah, I'm glad you showed up. This actually kind of it confirms that people can see it. That's the first thing. The other thing is, it's nice to have someone here to talk to. One of the things that I've got to get better at is actually talking and not letting there be dead air, because the main point when you're streaming a game is to entertain people. Yeah, I haven't played Bayonetta 2. I've played a lot of Bayonetta 1, and it's really good. I've heard Bayonetta 2 is really good. But yeah, Devil May Cry 3 is amazing. I don't know how much it is on Switch. I can't imagine it's super expensive, but either way, that's one of my favorite games of all time. I may stream Devil May Cry 5 some either tonight or tomorrow. But what I really want to do is get things set up so that I can like interview and debate people. This was kind of a stress test thing, and for stress testing it, games is pretty much what you would do, right? Because that's going to be the most resource intensive thing. But yeah, I've got I do need to work on, like right now I'm not trying that hard because I've had no viewers and now I have one viewer and everything else, but I do need to work a bit on, having an entertaining presence while doing this. But we'll get there. Right now I'm just glad that, I've been going for about an hour and 24 minutes now. Oh, wow, God, that's more than I expected. But yeah, after about an hour and a half, I've had no serious frame drops, I've had no crashes, nothing like what I had when I was streaming on Twitch. Now, at the same time, this is on a different laptop, so that's probably helping. But even on this laptop, Twitch wasn't working particularly well. But this does, and I know a couple of people that I've gotten to subscribe through Discord, and this is just, I like the way that that everything's laid out on YouTube. It's much simpler and easier to sort of understand than Twitch's whole setup. So I think I'm just gonna do YouTube. But I'm really impressed just with the stability of everything and how well it's worked. And I'll probably won't be streaming this for too much longer because, like I said, I've been going for about an hour and a half, and I really just wanted to make sure that everything worked properly. What I'm gonna do is set up a Discord server that I can give to people and set it up so that I can drag them in for conversations and stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be great. We need to hang out again. And yeah, if you do get a PC set up, I still want to do the, I really want to do the podcast thing. And you wouldn't necessarily need to have a PC to call in so that we could do a podcast with each other, but it would certainly make things easier. Got there. Yeah, I know. I might play that some a little later too. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to, like I said, I may as well just now because I've gotten the results that I wanted as far as figuring out if this works. But yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna set up a Discord server that I can use for, here, let me get out of this. Set up a Discord server that I can use to drag people in and have conversations with them on stream. And as soon as I've got that set up, I'll let you know. And that way we can either do the podcast thing, or you can just come on stream and talk if you want. I might have another debate with the person I debated the other day coming up, and if I do, then I'm going to stream that. And the person who set me up on that debate previously might be able to set me up with some debates with a couple of other people that I vehemently disagree with. So we'll see what happens there. Everything seems to be working out here. The only thing is that all of the audio is pretty much just the microphone on my laptop right now, which isn't ideal, but I've got to get either a USB mic or a USB audio input because it doesn't have a traditional audio input. But overall, this has worked really well, and I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream now because I can tell that it worked, and I will. I'm gonna be around all day tomorrow too. I have tomorrow off. I basically ended up with a 4-day weekend because I transferred to a different store, and I'll talk to you about that later. But yeah, if you're down later on, give me a call. I know we haven't talked for a little while, and in the meantime, I'm gonna maybe work on setting up this Discord server, and I'll let you know what's going on with that. But thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it, because I wasn't really sure. I mean, I could tell that it was working, but I wasn't really sure if other people could see it and that was all working out. So yeah, thanks a lot. I'll talk to you later. I'm going to end this now.